Hello. Hi, Robert. Hi, everybody. All right, we are going to start. I am Christina Whitewolf. I have a live Google Meet here, as well as everybody there in Instagram. So today's topic is called purpose. And the reason why I chose this topic today is because I believe that this topic is basically something that I think everyone in the world has thought about. Like, this is the one question that I know many people have thought about, which is, why am I here on earth? Like, what is my purpose? Why was I born? And it's really interesting that we need to ask this question. Like, why do we need to know what our purpose is? Right? Like raise your hand if you've ever felt like, have you ever asked this question before? Right? Yes, like almost everybody here, right? So like, why do we even need to ask this question? Like, what is my purpose? And what is it? And how do you find your purpose? Right? So I think for me, it's when I grew up, I had a very hard childhood. I felt very alone. I never felt like I fit in everywhere. And I always felt like there was always something different, different about me. And I felt like I couldn't do anything right. Maybe in the environment I was born in, I was born in an immigrant family. So we came here for money. Like, we didn't come here for, to be a better person. We didn't come here to be on our spiritual journey. Like, we came here to make money. That was the only reason why we came to America, right? So when you're here and your only purpose been ingrained in your mind is to make money, that was my purpose. My parents said, you know, get good grades, right? And go get a good job, right? And have the house and have the family and just make a lot of money. Like, that was my purpose. And as I grew up, the unworthiness of, because I was just so bad at math. I wasn't the smartest kid. I felt like I was not doing what my parents came, to they really suffered to come to America for us. I mean, they, could have had a much better job from in Taiwan that they were at, but instead they came here for me and my brother, to have a better life, right? They came here not speaking any English, barely having $1,000 in their pocket. We had to live at my aunt's house. Thank God for my aunt and uncle's house, and then they saved enough money. I don't even know how, because they made like $1.50 an hour working at gas stations, at waitress, do like 2-3 jobs a night. And they did that and suffered for me. And the purpose of that was for us to have a better life. So that was their purpose. And so when I'm asking, like, what is my purpose? Well, my purpose is to make money. Like, and that's it, right? Because that's why they came here, for me to make money. It wasn't here for me to, oh, my soul journey and, like, how to be a better person and, like, how to be enlightened and how to be of service to people. Like, no, none of that. None of that was it. And so I don't know what your story is out there, but I know everybody has a story, right? So, if you've ever asked yourself, like, what is your purpose? Whose question is that? Like, just think for a second, like, whose question really is that? When, like, who asked you that? Who put that in your mind on the first day? Was it your parents? Was it your teacher? Like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I think that was, like, ingrained in our head when we were young. It's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you're like, 10, thinking, like, I just want to go play, or for me, I just had to go study. Like, that was me. I just had to study, right? So I feel like something got ingrained in us to figure out, like, what is really our purpose, like, why are you here on earth? What is the reason to be alive? Like, why should I even be alive? And I feel like a lot of times for me is when I grew up feeling very unworthy, not good enough, first of all, where did that come from? I'm alive, right? I think we all should be um, good enough because we were chosen to be born. Like, I don't even know where that unworthiness came from. But um, when I didn't have a purpose except to make money and I wasn't getting the good grades, and I was trying my best, um, and you're kind of like letting your parents down because you're just not, living up to their standards, things like that. For me, felt like I wasn't in my purpose. But let's fast forward now, all of that, right? Let's fast forward now. So, because now I think all of us here, hello, everybody who joined. Hi, 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 hi. The question now is very different when you're now an adult. And as an adult, I feel like you have a different question, which is, okay, I know I came on this earth for a reason. There must be something bigger than what I'm really doing, like, right now. You know what I mean? Um, hold on a second. I feel like, Daniel, you're presenting. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna there's me double on this thing. Why is that? Why are you presenting? And how did you do that? Okay, there we go. I don't even know what you did. It's a master of amazingness. Okay. So, but before we continue on, what is our purpose and how to find that? We're going to talk about that today. Before we move on, we have more people joining us. Hello, beautiful people out there. We're going to do a breath work because I really want to center us. Anytime we do any type of work, I really like to be centered. I want to feel balanced. So we're going to do an alternate nostril breathing. And while we're doing that, I just want you to be really mindful and just really be in the present moment and letting go of anything that, you might have to do, or any questions that you might have, or any expectations. Just letting go of all of that and just really, this Marissa just joined us on Instagram. We had a client, she's a friend and a client, and we just spent an hour, really, really being present and really talking about how to be present. So right now for this breath work, I really want you just focus on being present with me. So you're going to sit up, tall and straight, however, wherever you are, and you're going to do a hang loose sign. You have your thumb pointed out here, and it's going to look like this. You're going to press your right nostril in, and you're going to breathe in 5 seconds in, deep breath, and out. And then you're going to switch to the pinky to press your left nostril in, breathing in and out. Switching back to the thumb, breathing in and out. Switch to pinky, breathing in and out. Switched thumb, breathing in and out. Switched pinky, breathe in and out. One more time, switch, breathing in and out. Try to keep it very slow. Switch to pinky, breathing in 5 seconds and out. Put your hands down, take a deep breath in with me and hold the breath. Hold it. Sip in some breath, hold the breath. Let go of the breath. Hold the breath at the very bottom. Hold it, hold it. Let go of the breath. Take a deep breath in and out of the mouth. Deep breath in, out of the mouth. Another deep breath in, out of the mouth. Just stay still for a moment. Regular breaths here. And I want you just scanning your body from head to toe on how you're feeling compared to when you first jumped on the call. Just seeing if there's any feelings in the body and letting it go. Just seeing how slow or fast your heartbeat is. And slow and fast and deep and shallow your breath is. And just flutter the eyes open and smile a little bit. What I love about these breath work is that, I mean, that was probably just literally a minute or two, and I can already feel much more balanced and much more centered. I feel like my breath, if you put your hand on your stomach, feel like I'm gonna move this back a little so you can see a little bit better. Like my hand on my, still can't see it, but whatever, on your stomach, it's like it's a little bit more deeper. I think this is important because today we're going to talk about something really, really important, which is your purpose. Purpose is a guiding force. Purpose is helps you with direction. Purpose helps you with behavior. Purpose helps you with figuring out your goals. Figure out when I say figure out your beliefs, because beliefs already in you, and it's could be something you picked up along the way, or as me and Marissa were talking earlier, beliefs that was programmed into yourself, you know, from society or your family or friends, teacher. Purpose is very important because, and all of these are very important for purpose, I should say, because all of these drives what your purpose is. Like right now, what is your goal, right? If you go into an Uber and they ask you where do you want to go, or actually should you say taxi, because Uber, you already tell them where you want to go, right? If you're hopping into a taxi, you know, and they're like, where do you want to go? And you're like, I don't know. And they're just going to sit there and be like, well, I mean, I'm just going to take you where I need to go, right? So in life, if you don't have a goal, they're going to take you where they want to go. So if you're like me, if you've ever been on somebody else's path and you didn't even know how you got there, that's how you got there, because you didn't have a goal, you didn't have a purpose, you didn't have a reason, a path to go somewhere, so that you follow others. And there's some people that I know of till this day who have followed the path of their parents, because the parents wanted them to be a teacher, or I would say like a doctor, you know, a lawyer, whatever, you know. So are you following your own path right now, or are you following the path of somebody else? Are you going into a taxi right now and not knowing where to go? Because somebody is going to take you. Someone's going to take you on their path. Beliefs also. Beliefs will drive you to your purpose, because when you have something ingrained, so belief is something very ingrained in you. It's something that sometimes you don't even know you have until something comes up and you have a very strong belief on something. So belief is going to drive you to your purpose, where if you believe it so much, like, you know, something happened to you and you overcame it in life, and now your belief is that you want to help all those people that went through something so traumatic, so hard. And so now you have your purpose through a belief that you have, or just, you know, a belief of you want to save the animals, right? Because you just find them so cute and everything, and they, you know, you want to help them, right? So that could be part of finding your purpose. Another one is like behavior. So how you are behaving, how you're surrounding yourself with people, where your environment is, could also impact your purpose. If you are around, like for example, a place where you're around a lot of, you're in Africa, or it could be actually in California, it's not just Africa, and there's children that need, that need help. They need, their orphans or whatever, right? And you're around a lot of that, then you might find that your purpose is to help them. But I really feel like finding your purpose is way more than just a belief, and way more than just your surroundings. And what I really believe is that it is already in you, like before you were born. Like, I really believe that you were meant to be on this earth for a reason. Did you know how difficult it is actually to be alive, to be born? Like, all of these pieces have to fit. It's not just the sperm and the egg, like a million chances to like find that one. But there's like so many other things that have to happen for you to be alive. Like you, I don't even know how the body works. I should know this, but like, every little piece of your body has to work perfectly. So you are a miracle. You are like literally a miracle to be alive, a miracle. You were chosen. Like, you are one of the chosen ones. I'm also a chosen one to be on this earth for a reason. And it's way bigger than you think. It's way bigger than you think. And at the same time, doesn't look like that. It's way bigger than you think, and at the same time doesn't look like that. Like, what does that mean? That means that, when I facilitate ceremonies, life-changing ceremonies, and I'm out there and I'm ringing a rattle, I'm dinging some bowls, blah, 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 blah. I'm up there facilitating. I look like, wow, all that, whatever. Okay. That's not anything. It's about you going to the grocery store, and your purpose was you help that one person because they were having such a hard time in their life, and maybe they were about to do something, to end their life, and you happened to be at that grocery store, and you smiled at them. You were that hope. You were that light. You were that one smile. You were that person that they're like, I think there's still good people out there. I think I'm gonna give it one more shot. The reason why I say this is because I was in there. I had a really hard time during high school. I did not want to be alive. I did not. I wanted to be anybody else in the world but me. I really did. I wished I could be anyone in the world but me. So I say this not lightly, that you could be that one person to save that one person. And you might not even know that for the rest of your life, because that person is, not going to come up to you, or maybe they'll see you, a year later by accident at the grocery store, and they're like, you saved me. Like, your smile saved me. So when I say your purpose is so big and at the same time doesn't look like that, I want people to know that it's so important to remember it doesn't have to look like that. And we're searching and searching to be this big thing. And we're searching to like, how am I going to help thousands of people? I'm going to start a nonprofit, or how am I going to, lead a workshop, right? Like, it doesn't look like that. Your purpose could be that smile at the grocery store. Your purpose could be you being the best dad, the best mom that you can be. I'm not saying the best in the world, the best you can be. And that is the purpose. The purpose doesn't have to be go saving the world. It doesn't have to look like that. And sometimes I think we make it so big, and then we're lost because we go into this taxi. They're like, where do you want to go? You're like, I want to go everywhere. And I want to go and, smile at everybody. I want to save the world. And they're like, okay, let's just go to one place first. Maybe smile at them, and then I'll take you to the next place. Right? And so, or maybe it's, hey, let's drive around to see who needs a ride because they can't afford it. That one person. So let's delve a little bit. And what I want you to do is I want you to take a moment, and I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to bring it into your heart right now. What I want you to do is I want you to focus on right now, being in the present, what would you be doing where you would be like so joyful right now? Just close your eyes and just feel like, what would you be doing right now that you would be so joyful, like the happiest you could ever be? And I'm not talking where you have to be helping anybody. You can throw that out the window right now. It's just, what are you doing right now that could bring you the most joy, most joy? And take out the beliefs of why you can't do it. It's too this, too that. I'll never happen. Like, that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you that all is possible right now. You can have anything you want. And what does it look like right now if you can be in your most joyful, in your most proud, in your highest good right now? What does that look like? Who are you with? What are you doing? Just really take a moment. All right, so now we can flutter your eyes open. Oh, we're at 222 right when I open my eyes. Haha. So whatever you thought of, because how many times do we ever get that chance to like really be still and really think about that, right? And thinking about it in a different perspective, not thinking about it where you have to go do something big to help somebody, right? We brought it into a different perspective of what is the joy for you? How are you finding joy? Where's your passion? Because you could be helping a million people and you can hate it. And that's not the point. Like the point is you finding joy. Because like right now, this call that I'm doing as a gift to community, obviously it's not about the money because it's free. So when you take money out of things and you're not needing to get paid for something, it finds you joy, or else money is a driving force. So if you're not going to need to do it for money, you do it because you love it. And this is what I love. I love giving back. I love connecting community. I love telling people all the things I did wrong or all of my hardships in life, so that that you're not alone, and that I'm real and you're real, and we're all the same at the end of the day. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you have $1 billion or $0. We're all the same. We all want the same things in life. We're all trying to find, like, why are we here? And if you're asking yourself, why are you here? I do want you to ask yourself, why do I even need to do anything? Why do I even need to do anything? I'm enough because I was born. And when I'm in my highest good every day I don't try to bring smiles to other people. That's not my goal. I don't go around trying to make everybody happy. I'm just me. And my light will bring people joy, the ones who resonate. Some won't be able to stand me. I don't know why. I'm just kidding. But I will be in my highest potential. I will be who I am authentically. I will bring the best out of me. And if somebody is in alignment with that and it sparks something in them, that is the purpose. That's me being in my purpose. So what I want and invite you is to take away this, what is my purpose? Should I be doing this? Should I be like, should I be doing that? And bring it back to who you are in your authentic self and being in your highest potential, which could be you're a great singer and you're going to go out there to sing, or facilitator, or you're very good at one-on-ones, like Unity here. You know, she has a gift. She found out her purpose, but I don't think she went there to, maybe she can speak of herself, but it organically, you know, came because it was from her heart. So let's talk about benefits here. Moving on here, there's a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. Like the benefits of knowing your purpose. What are some benefits of your purpose? I feel like if people just knew that their purpose is to be in their highest potential and to be this light that they are because they're a miracle being born, then the benefits of that is that then you don't have anybody that you're trying to make happy, right? Like you're not trying to make your parents happy. You're not trying to be something to the world to stroke your ego. Do you know what I mean? Like you're doing this because it is from your heart versus I want to go save the world so that people will like me, or I want to go do all of that and have my name out there so that, you know, that brings it back down now to not your purpose, but your worthiness of why do you need to be known that you're helping people and doing all this stuff. Then it's stroking perhaps your ego, you know, which is basically like proving your worth. I actually know this very well because I have done that for half my life of proving my worth. I've done that. And it's exhausting and it's very sad. And it was linked to a purpose, which I thought at the time was to make money. And so when I made a lot of money, I mean, I used to be a financial advisor, you know, for all the people out there who don't know me, I worked at Morgan Stanley. I worked, you know, 70 hours a week, got sick every other month. I woke up at 4:30 a.m. and got there at 6:30 and was done at 6:30. I called it half days. I told people I worked half days, 6:30 to 6:30. I got home at, you know, 7:30, 8, and got to sleep by 9. And that was my purpose, was to make money. And I was a financial advisor and I actually made really good money, really, really good money doing that. But I got sick, you know, all the time. Right. And so if your purpose, you know, my purpose is to make money at the time. And then when I did make a lot and I had the white picket fence and the brand new Range Rover in the garage, and I still felt lost. So if you have done everything you were told to do and you have all the, you know, money that you can think of and you still feel lost, you still feel empty, like if you told anybody that, they would just look at you like, God, you're so, you know, full of it. How can you not be happy when you have everything? Right. But do you know how many very rich people out there are crying alone in their living room? It's not about the money, right? It's not about my Range Rover, the 5-bedroom huge house, new. It's not about all of that. So when I went through a very dark place in my life where I felt like I lost myself, because I gave everything to my family. I quit being a financial advisor and I became a stay-at-home mom. And, you know, changing diapers as fast as you can is not something anybody commends you on, you know? And so when you have everything and you lost your identity as being a financial advisor, who are you? What is your purpose? To change diapers as fast as you can? Like, what is your purpose? And when you have everything. So that brought me to go on the spiritual journey. I thought it was the darkest time, one of the darkest times of my life. It was actually not the darkest. It was one of the darkest times of my life. And when you're down there in the deep trenches of hell, you only have one way to go from there. Like one way to go, and that's up. There's nowhere else to go. I was deep in the hell. There's nowhere else to go, right? And when you're there, the deep trenches of hell, and you have nowhere to go, then what that's called is your dark night of the soul or your midlife crisis. But I wasn't 50 at the time. was an early midlife crisis. And instead of putting power into midlife crisis and putting power into dark night of the soul, I'm just going to change the wording of it, right? And just say that it was the start of my spiritual journey of finding out who I was, who I am. It was the start. It was not easy. It is still not easy all the time to find out who you really are, find out all the things that you did wrong and the people you needed to say sorry to. It wasn't just one way of, people bullying me and doing this to me. It was a two-way street of, what did I do that caused other people sadness and harm or whatever. It was a two-way street to really get to know deep down who I am. So when you start working on yourself, as in really reflecting, looking inside of who you really are, then you're going to start seeing this a better path of what is your purpose. Because I really believe the trauma that we've been through, and I know most all of us have been through really dark times and trauma, I really feel like those were kind of like warrior experiences that supposedly we put on our own path, if you've ever heard of that, where supposedly right before we're born, we get to we chose our experiences. Like, why the hell would I choose some of these experiences? I don't know. I guess I thought I was badass. But you're supposed to get to choose. It's like a freaking menu. I don't know. Is it a menu? Like, what did I do? Like, oh, I want to go and learn death. I want to learn like abandonment. Oh, I want to learn blah, 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 blah. Like, supposedly we freaking put this shit on our experience. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, whoever's out there with the most traumatic things happening to you, you are a badass warrior. Because you knew that you would learn so much and you know that you can overcome it. So I don't care what you guys are going through right now. Just know that you're amazing and you're badass and you are going to overcome it, because that's the only reason why you put it on your plate. That's the only reason why you would do that. Because you love yourself so much. Why would you do this to yourself? Like, supposedly I did this to myself. So why would you do that to yourself? Because there's things to learn from it. The human experience, right? We're spiritual beings having a human experience. Is that how it goes? Right? So I don't believe all those things that happened to us, all that trauma, I don't believe any of that stuff happened for no reason. Why would we do that to ourselves? So let's take a moment and be like, okay, these traumatic things that happened to us really is our stepping stone. And I feel like a compassion link, because of the things that happened to me. Now I have so much compassion to help others. So let's not have those traumatic things be unwarranted. There's a reason for it. And I think now all those things that have happened to me, I wouldn't really want to ever experience it again. But now I'm thankful for it, because now like I'm on here with such beautiful people here that are resonating on, with this. And I will tell you, I probably wouldn't be doing this if I never went through all of that, because I would have such a great, cushy life. Like, I don't even think I would care. It wouldn't even be in my mind to be like helping people. I don't even know if I would do that, even though I've been, I think I'm a kind person and I'm loving and all of that. I don't know if that I would even be doing this. Right. So looking at all of your things that have happened in your life, find the reason of what did you learn from it? Take that, and perhaps those things might be helping you in the future of your purpose. Maybe you're part of a veteran, or you're part of a group, a women's group, or you were an orphan, or you were bullied a lot like me, or you also had deaths in your family like me. Those experiences and those hardships in your life really make who you are today, make who I am today. So the benefits of finding out your purpose will help you with resilience in your life, will help you with this path that if you're going to be, you have a to-do list of this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, take a look at that. Is it really what you want to do? And is this going towards something that's going to make you joyful? Is this going to bring, maybe joy to somebody else? And do you really want to do it? Like, don't do things just because you feel like you have to, just because you want to feel worthy, you want to help people. Like I said, helping people doesn't mean you have to go out there and do something. It's literally, you didn't go cut that person off when you're driving, right? Or you didn't like go off your, do they call it a ringer? I don't know. Like go off your handle and yell at somebody because you had a bad day and now you just like put all that shit on them. Like, this is the reason why for me, I go and go to the gym and I do, different very high intense exercises like Krav Maga, whatever, or I'm like hitting the bag and I'm getting all the energy on all the frustrations and everything onto a bag so that I don't put that unnecessarily on other people, like what I really want you to do is just to be mindful of your own things that you're going through and not put it on other people. Like that could be your purpose, is that you are always owning who you are and being in your highest self and being mindful that you're not putting your own stuff onto other people. Like that could be a purpose. Like I said, purpose doesn't have to be something big old thing. Okay. Satisfaction. So purpose really brings, I believe, satisfaction is not really the word. I don't really know what we're
fulfillment.
What is it? Fulfillment?
Fulfillment.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fulfillment. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you, Unity. Yeah, fulfillment in your life, because if you're treading into your life and you don't feel like you have a purpose, then you might feel unfulfilled in your life. Like I'm speaking from me. It's like, I don't even know, back in the day, this is not now, of course, but I'm like, I don't even know why I'm alive. Like, I just kept disappointing, people, and I couldn't do anything right. I've been told that over and over again. Too loud, to this, to that. Like, it wasn't ever good enough. I did everything wrong. Grades sucked. Although I don't know how, but that was math. But I would get in trouble for having A-. So when you're not on a purpose, knowing where you're going, then you might feel this unworthiness. So what I invite you to do is, instead of trying to figure out what is your purpose, really finding out and sitting some time to all the things that have happened to you that make you today. How does your experience bring now you joy, and perhaps bring other people joy? That if you feel fulfilled in that, then you will feel, I believe, excited to be alive. Because when you're not in your purpose, then every day you're just like, you don't have direction, right? And you feel like, well, why am I alive? And it's very sad, but I have heard in a very short amount of time several suicides, and it's very sad. And I get it, because I was there. Obviously, I'm alive, and my parents don't even know this. They'll never watch this, so they won't even know, like, how I felt during high school. And I get it. So I now, have this compassion for people who don't feel like there's a reason to live. And I'm here to tell you right now, if anything, if I have ever brought any type of joy in your life, like, thank God I didn't go and get myself out of this world. Right? Like, if I just knew, like, if I could look backwards and be like, oh my God, thank God I didn't go and kill myself. Because, it was close many, many, many times, right? And like, I want you to know that, looking forward 10, 20 years from now, looking back now, you're like, oh my God, if I only knew, right, like how much impact I would have on people. And actually, sometimes you'll never know. Like, I don't get, that often people, it's funny, like people might go like 5 years later, like, oh yeah, your ceremony really helped me in that or whatever. And like, I never knew, because they didn't tell me. right? And this is why I find it really beautiful to tell people if you've touched their heart or they helped you. Like I'm not saying that you have to do that with everyone you met, but um a lot of times you'll never know. Okay. You just won't ever know. And it's, for example, there's a book called, I think, like seven, 5 or 7 people you might meet in heaven. Like, everything happens for a reason. You might be helping somebody and just never know. You just might never know. So, and it's not meant to, you're not meant to know, right? And it's really beautiful sometimes that you just don't know, because you're not doing this, you're not living your purpose for other people, right? Like, you're not doing it for money, you're not doing it for acknowledgement, you're not doing it to feel worthy. You're doing this because in your heart you were born to come to this earth to be in your highest potential, and just to be the biggest love bug, or the light that you are. Like, that's it. It's not meant to be out there and trying to save people. Like, I don't save people. I'm not a healer. I don't have anybody to save, because everyone's perfect. So that when they come to my ceremonies and workshops, why do they always leave in a better state? Is because I never think anybody needs my help. I think everybody's perfect on their journey, and they're warriors. The harder their journeys are, the bigger the warrior they are. So they already come to my workshops, and I already have them like up here, not on a pedestal, because we're all the same, right? No one's better. I'm not better than anybody. You're not better than me. We're all the same. We're just on a different journey. I don't know more than anyone, right? We're just on a different journey. And when you're on, like, when you come and I already know that you're in perfection, and that you're just, here to experience and to learn more, that you're perfect in your journey, there's nothing to heal. Like, throw all of that way of, I need to heal, or I need to, blah, 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 like all the negative self-talk that, I used to do like crazy. I was probably one of the best self-talkers, negative self-talkers, right? And so just knowing that, just being in your highest good, being your highest good. Okay, let me see what else there is I want to talk about. Okay, steps to discover. So like I said before, is you do need to find a quiet time. Like, if you really like to make yourself very, very busy, I used to be like that. I am still very busy, but I'm busy doing things I love. I try to just I am in the vibration of doing things I love. There's, of course, things I don't want to do that have to be done, and all of that. But what are the steps to discover your purpose? So one is your values. So maybe you can write these things down later on. Is what are your values? What have you been through that has made you who you are today? Like, that's a great way to kind of just reiterate how amazing you are, and all the wonderful challenges you put on your own life that you've overcome, right? So you're writing down your steps of your values and what you've overcome. Other one is exploring your interests. So I love to sing. I used to not have a voice at all to be able to sing, and I still haven't taken any singing classes at all. But somehow, when I went to an ayahuasca ceremony and the shaman let me sing with her, somehow this new remembrance that I can sing finally, like, it got opened in me. And actually, a message came to me recently that it's in my highest good to go sing to groups on stage, to masses. And so that I saw myself singing in front of thousands of people. And here's the thing is, I cannot for the life of me remember words to songs. So I'm like, how am I going to be up there singing when I can't freaking remember like the words? I think there's like maybe 2 songs that I know I kind of remember the words to, just because I sang it so many times. But most of the songs I can't remember the words for the life of me. Right. And so I've been manifesting and saying, I know that's one of my purpose, because I got the message very clear, is to bring harmony to the world through music. I want you to, or I invite you to be cognizant of the words you're listening to when you're listening to music, because it programs you, especially when you listen to it over and over again. Like, music is a very powerful programming tool, right? And so my message was to sing from my heart and sing to the masses in a group. So I manifested that actually tonight. Somebody asked me to go sing on stage in San Jose. I invite you sometime between 8 and 8:50. It'll be downtown Christmas in the park in San Jose. And she was like, do you want to sing on stage? I'm like, oh my goodness. And the thing is, mind you, I've never sang on stage before. I've sang a million times in ceremony. And in the beginning, I made everyone close their eyes because I was too nervous and I want everyone looking at me. And now this will be my first time singing on stage. And again, I can't memorize words for the life of me. So how am I going to sing? I'm just going to tell everybody, I'm going to freestyle it. I'm singing from my heart. I'm going to sing, with the intention to harmonize, to bring harmony to the world and bring unconditional love and unite all of us. That's my intention. And that's it. And I'm going to just see whatever comes out of my mouth. Like, I think that's even more scary probably than knowing really how to sing a song. But again, I feel like that's in my purpose. It brings me joy. It brings me so much joy to sing. And it brings me so much joy with the intention of uniting and bring harmony to the world. Right. And so that, I believe, if you have something too, where you have a talent, or it doesn't even have to be, you don't have to be that good, to tell you the truth. I remember this. I went to it was like a festival, and I happened to walk into somebody's workshop. They already started. And this guy, oh my goodness, he was speaking really, wise, high vibrational words. I really resonated with him. And so I sat there at the workshop and, listened to him. And then all of a sudden he wanted to chant. Okay. So we're all going to sing, I guess, sing together. Oh my goodness. Everyone sounded so beautiful, like so beautiful. And everyone was harmonized, and it was really, really cool, except for the teacher. He was so off freaking key, so bad that literally I could not stand it. It was, I don't even know it was so freaking bad. I had to leave. I've never had someone sing so bad I had to freaking leave. I felt bad, but I was like, holy crap, get me out of this. But when I left, this is what he taught me. And this is why you being in your purpose doesn't always look like you're like, oh, I am in my amazingness. And no, he was, really bad at singing, the worst out of the whole group. And he was the teacher. And what he taught me was this: his intention was good, and it came from his heart. And because he sucked and he was that bad, it gave me the confidence to be like, if he can do that, I can do that. And literally because of him, I started to lead my own ceremonies. And I'm like, because my intention is good and I have a good message. And I'm like, oh man, because if he was like, oh, he can't sing, blah, 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 he's not going to do the workshop, then most of us would have missed this wonderful workshop that he was, saying such beautiful words of wisdom in there, just because of that. And he didn't even know. Actually, he kind of knew. I went up to him later on because I saw him through the festival, and I told him that he inspired me. I didn't tell him that he was the worst thing I ever heard, and his worst singing inspired me, that if he could do it, I could do it. I didn't tell him that, but I did say he inspired me that to really, give it my all, and that intention is all that matters. So this is why I love telling you all the things that I do wrong and how imperfectly perfect, right? I am, how they say imperfectly perfect, because I want you to say, okay, if she can do it, I can do it. If she can do that, and, not knowing how to do this Instagram, Google Meet, the microphone, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to make it a pro video. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do all that stuff. My heart, my intention is good. So I was like, bam, I'm going to put together this Empower Hour every month. If nobody shows up, oh, well, I'll have a recording and I'll give it to somebody who wants to listen, right? So I want you to be empowered that if I can do it, if I can just free flow tonight, because I have a good message, free flow in your life, just free flow, do whatever just comes, and you don't have to always have a plan. Okay. But a path is good, right? A path of what you would like to possibly do, like maybe a big picture, just throwing it out to the universe, and the universe is going to put it together for you. Did you know you don't have to figure everything out? I don't know if you know that yet. Like, you don't have to figure everything out. Think about the big picture, and then the steps will come to you. Okay. See what else we have to say here. Explore your interests. So basically, like me, for singing, I just started to sing more. I love doing ceremony. I love to sing. I love to do Krav Maga, self-defense. I just explored more and more of it. So whatever you're interested in, just put yourself out there and explore more of that. Don't care about what people think about you. Like, this is something I learned only a year or 2 years ago now, where I used to think the world of how everyone thought about me, and I cared so much that everyone liked me. I threw that out the window because I can't put my energy into people who don't like me. And if people misunderstand me, that's on them. I know myself really well now. I know my intention is good. And if they're saying things about me or you, whatever, that's their truth. And that's just how they feel. And possibly it's a reflection of themselves. It has nothing to do with me. Like, if they start making stories up about you, you got to let them make up the stories, because it's nothing to do with you. And actually, there was a very funny meme on Instagram that I love, where she says, she doesn't care anymore about you making her the villain in their story, right? Sometimes people make me the villain, that I did something wrong and I'm this and I'm that or whatever. And she was like, I don't mind being the villain in your story, because now you're the clown in mine. I thought that was freaking hilarious. So moving on. Told you I'm not all that nice all the time. So I'm real though. Let's see what else. Volunteer and connect. So if you volunteer and you connect with like-minded people that you're interested in, it might help you reveal more of what you're interested in doing. Okay. What else? Let's see. Reflecting on what you've been through, having a moment, having integration, having time to really look back. Maybe we're ending the year. Maybe you can look back and write down some of the things that you did do that you're so proud of yourself doing. Some whatever, because you helped that little boy, you smiled, you tried this. Doesn't have to be anything big, right? But it'd be nice to just look back and reflect on what have you done that you've been saying that you've been wanting to do. Even if you're anything like me, I've been saying I've been wanting to be a DJ and go out there and play music. I had something that I made in 2020, so 4 years ago now. Like I actually put together on GarageBand like a beat. It's been 4 years. It's been sitting there. I just touched it last night, because I've been talking about. I'm like, I know better to stop talking and just freaking do it. Literally, I was on GarageBand. I finished my beat, and I'm gonna be singing to my beat one day. So maybe sometimes you guys can hear it. Another one. Let's see. Role of community. So finding yourself a role in community, I believe, is very important. Community is very important. I always felt alone when I grew up. I didn't connect with a lot of people, like the black sheep. If you guys are any of you guys black sheep out there who thought differently, acted differently, I get you, right? I always wanted to be part of a group, and I just never felt like I was. And I really feel like it was actually the alignment. It wasn't like they didn't want me. It was more like my energy just didn't fit with their energy, So where is your community? Who are you surrounding yourself with that really brings you joy? Who sees you, who understands you, who sometimes lets you like get off the deep end for a bit, but then invites you back, when you've got your shit together already. And hopefully you didn't like just yell the crap out of them, whatever. But like, who is your community? Who is your person? Who is your tight group? Who holds you, gets you, sees you, appreciates you, lets you be you, right? And no judgment. Like, who is that? Who is your community? Like, this could be our community where every month we're gathering, right? It could be any other community that, you find. So community is very, very important to feel like you belong, somewhere with like-minded people. I believe that's very important. And then when you're around the like-minded people, maybe you really love to sing, or you really love to want to do a workshop. speaking of that, my next talk is actually January 12th. It's a free talk again, and it's meant to find your gifts. Like, what gifts do you have? And we're going to hone in on finding your gift, and then how to create that into a workshop that you want to give out. I'm all about honing in your gift and then giving it out, just like this. This is kind of like a, my gift of, telling you all the things that I've done wrong in my life and all the things that I've learned, and then, gifting it out. Right. And so on the 12th, it's a free call. It's going to be overall finding your gift, and how to create a workshop to go give that. It's only an hour. It's like very general. And then if you wanted to deep dive more into that, then on January 26th, it'll be like a 4, I think it's going to be probably like every week, every Sunday, starting the January 26th. And that's really delving in, like very specific on how to create something to go. I know you guys out there, because I know like most of you guys, you've been talking about, you want to help others, you want to help others, you want to help others. And, like you may not know your gift yet. And the way to find your gift is organically. It's organically. And also having a moment where you're in a safe place and time and space to go into finding your gift. Like the way I found out that I can access the Akashic records, basically it's just knowing stuff, is because I, by chance or intuitively, went to Berkeley and bought a singing bowl. And then I started playing the singing bowl with different people putting on their hands. And I just started saying stuff. But it was exactly what they needed to hear at that time. And they were crying, right? And that gift was opened organically, The singing gift, I have not taken any singing lessons. That just happened. I've been leading ceremony for 9 years almost, singing in ceremony, singing-ish, try to remember some words. It's basically playing somebody other people's songs and saying 2 words out of the whole song. But literally, my gift of singing just happened last year. That's it, right? And so next Tuesday, or not today, the 12th, we're going to find out, have a safe place to hone in more on what is your gift. Okay. Lastly, journey. So this is a journey of finding your purpose, and it is not a, oh my God, I know my purpose and then that's it. It's literally perhaps finding your purpose is going to be all the way till your deathbed, of you could be still asking yourself, you're like, I don't even know what I did this whole time of being alive and what was my purpose. I highly doubt you're going to ask yourself that when you have, you're on your deathbed. I don't even think that's something you will even ask yourself. Because I think if you had 1 hour to live, and this is sometimes what I do in workshops, imagine if you had only 1 hour to live, what would you be doing? No, would you be worrying about all the crap you're worrying about right now? No. Were you going to go try to make more money? No. Right? Are you going to try to go lose more weight? No. Maybe you're going to go eat all those cookies and, donuts that you've freaking been eyeing, feeling bad every time you took a bite of that. You're going to be like, I'm going to freaking take a bite of that right now. Right? So if you had 1 hour left on your deathbed, are you going to ask yourself, what was my purpose in life? And did I do it? Did I do my purpose? No, it would be, did I live a very fulfilling life? Did I live in my highest good, in my highest potential? And when I say highest potential, I mean, are you doing the things that that you could be doing, that you could find you so much joy? Or are you holding yourself back because of, I can't do this because of this. I'm too scared. I don't have the money. I that. Are you naysaying all the things that are holding you back from being in your highest potential? Because that ultimately is your purpose. You taking your life, this miracle life that you have, and being in your highest, being the biggest love bug you can be in, being in your light, so that wherever you go, you're actually bring smiles. You're not trying to do it. You just are. They feel your energy. They want to be around you. You make them, I would say, you don't make anybody do anything, but you're in your highest good where they might allow you to make them feel happy, right? We can't make anybody do anything. You can't make me feel anything anyway, right? But me being in my highest potential, this workshop, perhaps it brought you a little bit more clarity that, you know, it's not about finding your purpose out here and this big old freaking, you know, thing that you got to freaking figure out and crap like that. And then you're not doing your purpose. So you feel like shit because you're like, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm not helping all these people. And now from this workshop, hopefully, or this call, hopefully you can see that just being, you know, your highest potential of just bringing joy, doing things you love, and being in this light where it just vibrates to all these people, that could be your purpose. Being in the present moment and not, you know, bringing any sadness to other people. That is a huge purpose. If everyone just kept their shit to themselves and not spew shit to other people, right? And like owned your own traumas and not put it on other people, you know, own your own beliefs or whatever you believe in, own that instead of trying to push it onto other people. Like imagine how beautiful this world would be. And by the way, this world is a beautiful, beautiful world. It's so beautiful. That's why we're here. That's why we chose to be here. So, well, thank you so much for this this talk. I can't believe it was an hour. And I love how like literally I didn't even know what I was going to say today. And I literally just winged it because that's just the way I go. My dear sister Unity was like, what are you going to say? Like, do you have a bullet point thing? And I kind of like wrote down a couple things, but actually I'm probably not going to do that anymore because then it stops me from my flow. It's just, you know, talking from the heart and just really going from the heart. So does anybody out there, we'll have like 1 minute or so. Is anybody out there? Thank you all the Instagram people. You can comment, or if anybody wants to, you know, say something. All right. Let me see if I can unmute you. Yeah, we'll just have 1 minute. Okay, Rob, because I want to, how do I unmute you? Can you unmute yourself? I hope we don't have this problem again where we couldn't unmute you last time, remember? Oh, there we go.
The harder the journey, the larger the warrior.
So Major Rob Payne just said, the harder the journey, the bigger the warrior.
I was repeating you, my best.
Oh, was that me? Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Like, who said that? It sounded cool.
There were so many things you said, and I'll try to be brief. I will be brief.
Literally 1 minute because we got to.
I understand. I got it. I thought it was an incredible blend of anecdotes and personal experiences tying into something of a mission, vision, purpose, something huge. Thank you.
Okay, I was trying to put you louder so the people in Instagram could hear you. So say that one sentence again so they can hear you. I was trying to make you louder.
Okay, I thought that was an excellent expose of personal. I don't know what the right word is, but you brought your personal life experiences in communicating something towards creating a mission, vision, and a purpose. You know, it's like talking about some of the challenges that you've had to deal with and bringing that into the reality of the message. I thought was a really great blend. You know, some people just talk nothing about their past. Some people talk about what they want to talk, and you kind of brought it all together.
Thank
you.
Well. I appreciate that. All the people on Instagram, if you didn't hear that, basically Major Robert Payne is talking about that I bring in my my experiences into my talks, and then also like, you know, to maybe like a homework to-do list of how to do it. So yes, thank you. I really appreciate you seeing me. I think that's the difference, you know, that a lot of people actually tell me when I do get feedback that it's relatable. Yeah, like I actually tell you like my life, like and the things that maybe, you know, is very embarrassing to hear, right? Like, who really wants to tell everybody all the, you know, the things that are bad that happened to them, or like they're not good enough, all of that stuff. And like my purpose, you know, is to be real. Like we're human-ish, or like we're all like, you know, human, right? And yes, it's relatable. Like Lilia was saying, it's, you know, we're all the same. Like I said, we're all the same. We're all here just trying to live the the best, easiest, like I want grace in my life, right? I don't know if you guys are at that point in your life where it's just like, I just want ease in my life. I just want peace in my life. You know, I have peace in my life. I have ease in my life. So, all right, Miss Unity, you wanted to speak?
Thank you for everything. You're awesome. So beautiful. I just want to say one thing about purpose that really assisted me in moving into my purpose was, if you'll notice the one thing about yourself that comes so easy, so naturally, and people often mention it about you that you don't even notice it. It's like a hidden gem within your being that it comes so easy and naturally. You almost think everyone else is like that as well. But in reality, that's your gift. That's that deep-rooted, natural tendency within your being that is tied into whatever your purpose is on this earth. And so taking a moment to notice, what is the thing that's come so naturally to you that you don't even notice it, but other people sometimes will point it out. You can use that as sort of a pathway to find what your natural gift is to bring to this world. So just wanted to mention that because I did that and it worked. So it's beautiful.
Okay, so for all the people on Instagram who didn't hear that, basically Unity is saying like a way to find out what your purpose or gift, whatever it is that many times people will actually tell you and notice it in you probably before you even notice it in yourself. And I think that's great. So that'd be another thing to, when you're doing this, what are your values? What are you interested in? Another thing you can write down is, what are other people coming up to me and saying they're noticing about yourself? Because sometimes we're so humble and things like that. Like we're not trying to toot our horn. We've been raised to not toot our horn, right? Like we've been raised to to not be all like, oh, I'm a la la la. Like, but if some other person comes to you, and for example, do you even do this workshop? Or be on video? Did you know it took me a year, like just last year, to do this? On Instagram, like you won't find any videos really of me before like a year ago. And I complimented this lady at, she's like a friend at the gym. And I was like, oh my God, I love like watching all your Instagram. Like your video was like up in your face. Like, I'm like, wow, you're so courageous. And this is me already doing 9 years of ceremony. Okay. But I'm like not on video. I don't know why video and being in person is different. I don't know what it is, but like literally, I was like, God, you're like in there on your face, and like in your face is camera, and I love what you say, and so inspirational. And she was like, yeah, you should do it too. And I'm like, me? She was like, yeah, you. And I was like, I don't know if I have anything to say. And she was like, and I was like, I guess I have some stuff to say, right? And she was like, you have something to say that people want to hear. Because she said that to me, I was like, I have something to say that people want to hear. And I've been doing this for 9 years. Like, why did I not think that? I have something to say that people want to hear, right? So I love what Unity said. So put that on your list of, what are people saying to you that maybe you're not thinking of, but you're getting it, a lot. So all right, everybody, we're gonna finish off this this workshop. Oh man, I really enjoyed this call with all of you guys. I really appreciate your time. You could be anywhere else in the world. It's during the holidays. There's like a million things to do, and I just want to say thank you for your presence. Your presence is a present to me. It's a present to everybody else because of all of us being here together. It's like community, right? It's feeling like this oneness. It's feeling like you're not alone, and it's feeling like we're all in this together. We are all looking for what is our purpose, why are we here? And again, just to be you. That's it. Simple. Your purpose is to be you in your authentic self. Love you guys. This is going to be recorded so you guys can like pass it on to other people. So again, the 12th and the 26th, earmark that, and there's like every third Tuesday we're doing this call. So let people know. All right. Bye. Love you guys.